Liquid staking tokens are making waves in the crypto sector as investors find an easy way to grow their Ethereum holdings. The process of staking Ethereum can be as simple as buying a liquid staking token and holding it in your digital wallet. These tokens represent a staked Ethereum position and make it possible for you to earn staking rewards without any of the technicalities of setting up a node. Lido Finance has a first mover advantage, and their stETH token has become the largest DeFi product by total value locked, with over $8 billion worth of ETH staked. But with new options like Rocket Pool's rETH and Stakewise's stETH2, and the options to stake at home, the question on my mind is, how should I stake my Ethereum? My name's James Bacchini and I'm a blockchain developer. I've been building and investing in Ethereum and other digital assets since 2017, and I first invested in Lido Finance's governance token in 2021. I also used their stETH product, but I recognise that there's a benefit to diversification. The world of staking is evolving, and I believe that there's a case for Lido's dominance to fall over time as new emerging competitors take market share. Join me on this journey as I look at the future of staking Ethereum. Liquid staking tokens work when an investor provides ETH, and in return for that they get this staking token which represents their investment. The ETH is then used by a node operator to stake and provide consensus and security for the Ethereum network. In return for this they earn rewards, and they pass their rewards minus a fee back to the investor. For the investor it provides a very simple, cheap way to gain yield on their Ethereum holdings. We'll look at how this can be set up now. So you're going to need a digital wallet. One I recommend is MetaMask, which is a Chrome plugin. You can use it to manage your digital assets. Then go to a DEX aggregator like 1inch here, connect our digital wallet, and then we can swap our ETH for stETH, which is from Lido Finance, or rETH from Rocket Pool, or stETH2 from Stakewise. Whichever protocol and mechanism you decide upon, and we'll look at these in more detail shortly, you'll essentially be earning the staking rewards on your Ethereum holdings. So to look at the options for stakers, I think we should first consider the four biggest liquid staking tokens by TVL. The first is obviously Lido Finance's stETH, and this is popular for a reason. It's very easy for users to use. You can just buy the token, hold it in your wallet, and you can just see that balance increasing day on day. The negative of Lido Finance is that it's a centralized service. This maybe introduces some central points of failure and also the potential for human error. The next biggest token by TVL is Coinbase's cbETH. And this is an absolute travesty in my opinion because they're charging a huge amount in fees. They're charging 25% of the yield, which is more than double what other protocols are charging. The reason they can get away with this is because there's value in Coinbase being a public company. And if you have a small amount of ETH and you don't want to stake it forever, then just using the mobile app makes it very convenient. And for that reason, they can get away with charging the fees. But if you're looking at this as more of a long-term thing, then I suggest looking at other options. The protocol that I'm most interested in at the moment is Rocket Pool's rETH. I think they're doing some really interesting things in expanding the capacity of the network. I think this is going to become a real competitor to Lido Finance over the next couple of years. Currently on a Rocket Pool node, the amount of ETH staked is equally provided from the node operator and an external investor. Both of them put in 16 ETH, and the external investor gets his rETH liquid staking token, and the node operator runs that node, passing the rewards on. This is somewhat limiting growth, however, because there's more demand for liquid staking tokens than there is that people that actually want to run the node themselves. So to counter this, Rocket Pool are introducing this 8 ETH node, and I've had the pleasure of speaking to Saunders, who helps explain how this is going to increase the capacity of the network.
The end result of that was that it was decided that we could quite easily accommodate a very much reduced collateral requirement from a node operator. In other words, reduce it from 16 to 8. But the advantage of that, though, which a lot of people haven't picked up on, is that if you only need 8 from the node operator, then you've got 24 that's coming in from an outside investor, a pool investor. So in effect, by introducing the 8 ETH node, you actually finish up with 3 times the capacity that we've currently got. And there's also going to be the facility for an existing 16 ETH node to be split into 2 8 ETH nodes. So if I've got one 16 ETH node now, I can actually have 2 8 ETH nodes without putting any more ETH in. And as well as that, there is actually going to be 24 ETH from each outside investor. So whereas at the moment I've got 16 in, they've got 16 in. With the new arrangement, I can still have 16 in, but there will be 48 ETH coming in from outside investors. So
Their rETH token is actually a more decentralized version of a liquid staking token, and it means that anyone can actually set up a validator, and then people can actually kind of contribute ETH to that validator in a decentralized way. The way the rETH token accrues value is slightly different to stETH. The token value actually accrues in the value of the token rather than the quantity. So your rETH token quantity doesn't change, your balance doesn't change day on day, but the value of that token does. As then rewards build up in like the vault of rETH, then that rETH token becomes worth more relative to Ethereum. For this reason, I've actually allocated some capital to Rocket Pool's RPL token. I plan to experiment more with home staking options on Rocket Pool in the future. The final liquid staking token I'm going to talk about is Stakewise's stETH2. And this again has a slightly different kind of mechanic in that you get your rewards in a second token, you get that in rETH2. So you have one token that you stake, and then you accumulate more rewards in the second token, and you can either do something with that yield, or it kind of separates it out quite nicely from a composability point of view for the developers as well. Stakewise also has an excellent dashboard on their system, and again, it's very easy to use. So anyone that's looking to kind of get more diversification in their portfolio with Ethereum staking, that's another option that I'd certainly consider. The final option I want to talk about is staking from home. And this means that you're actually staking either directly in the case of solo staking with the Ethereum network, or indirectly with something like Rocket Pool staking, where you're actually providing the service. You're staking your own ETH, but you're also providing additional capacity for the rETH token. So you're providing that staking service and earning fees on top of that. I think this is a huge opportunity if anyone has the technical abilities to set up and manage a server. You can either rent a VPS or you can buy the hardware yourself. It costs between kind of $500 and $1,500. You need a high quality SSD drive, maybe 2 terabytes, and a machine that you can keep connected to the network 24/7. This will be running on Linux, so if you have some experience with the Linux command line or just command lines in general, you have a starting step. I've been told that the kind of setup procedure takes about 6 hours, and of course there's lots of great documentation which I've linked to in the blog post. This is likely something that I'm going to talk about more on my channel over the next year. I hope this video has been of interest and it's given you an introduction to the world of staking on Ethereum. If you want to learn more, then subscribe to the channel and please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. Thank you for watching.